Our goal was, which is the westernmost part of the Panhandle, our goal was to come out of there with about an 80,000 vote margin. We'll come out of there with a 100,000 vote margin. In the Jacksonville area, some of the Jacksonville counties, St. John's, our goal was to come out of there with a 12,000 vote margin. We'll come out with a 20,000 vote margin. In Clay County, our object, we're 7,000 votes ahead of our vote goal. In Pasco County, 7,000 votes ahead of our vote goal. There's only one county in the state that we found where we are running behind our vote goal. We're running behind our vote goal by 16,000 in one county, but we're making up for it all across the state. That's why Governor Bush is leading in the popular vote, and while he will win Florida in its 25 electoral votes and the White House tonight.
Which county is that, where you're trailing by 16,000?
Yeah, Orange County, we'd hoped to win it by 10. We lost it by 6. But Pinellas County, which we'd expected to lose, we're running ahead in Pinellas County by 22,000 votes ahead of our vote goal. And in Democrat parts of the state, like Dade County, Miami, we'd anticipated losing the county by up to 50,000 votes. With 12% of the vote in, we're actually up 8,000 votes in the county. In Broward, where we anticipated losing up by 150,000 votes and still winning statewide, with about just over a quarter of the vote in, we're only 35,000 down. And in Palm Beach, with nearly half the vote in, we'd anticipated running 80,000 votes down in that county. We're only 30,000 down. So we're running stronger in the Republican areas than we need to, and we're running much stronger than we need to in the Democrat areas, and we're very comfortable with where we are in Florida.
2 points. We had some difficulty with the VNS data we received. The other point is that our criterion for calling races is we do so when 75% of the precincts in a state have closed. Question.
Well, I do think that that's one criteria you might want to think about changing, because again, you called the state before the polls had closed in a considerable part of the state, and the results are becoming clear tonight. That part of the state is the Panhandle is voting overwhelmingly for Governor Bush, and it maybe has something to do with why the numbers that were used in the earlier projection were wrong.
Carl, and it's Jeff Greenfield. So just to be fair, are there other states that have been called for Al Gore that you would now say to us, watch it, you may be wrong about those too?
Well, I think one of them may be New Mexico, but we'll watch and see. I just think this whole issue of calling states on the basis of exit polling is something that needs to be taken another serious look at, just like the whole issue of running all these polls in the midst of the campaign. But back to the main issue at hand, Governor Bush, with 217 electoral votes, has an easier path to 270 tonight than does Al Gore. We have a bunch of states in the West that Governor Bush is expected to win and will win, and what's left out in the Midwest, we feel very comfortable. We're going to take Wisconsin and Iowa for certain, and Arkansas as well.
And notwithstanding the fact that you have California, Hawaii, Oregon, Washington still to be called.
Well, we're going to take a couple of those states. All we need under your calculation is 58 electoral votes. Florida provides half of them with 25. And then we get into Wisconsin with 11, Iowa with 7, Arkansas with 6, Nevada with 4, Oregon with 7, Arizona with 8, Colorado with 8, Alaska with 3, and we're more than enough there.
Well, we put Florida back into the too close to call category. You're saying you're going to take Florida?
Well, you asked me how we were going to be able to do it, and yes, we're going to take Florida.